So today, this morning, when we're reading over here today, something from Rabbi Miller, and you have to listen to word by word what I'm about to say. Listen. What is the chief ingredient in life? What is the chief ingredient in life? Like, what's the main ingredient in life? You know? What's the main? There's a lot of ingredients in life. There's success in different areas, in different places. There's success in being married. There's success in having good children. There's success in having parnasa tova. There's a lot of successes. There's success in being healthy. There's success in many aspects. There's success in being a good father. There's a success in being a good mother. Same thing as being a good husband or a good wife. Understand? So what's the chief ingredient in life? So he writes, the chief ingredient in life is an edifice that will last a lifetime. An edifice that will last forever. No bulldozer will ever come to raise that building, that palace you'll erect for yourself. Think about the reward. He's talking about doing mitzvot. When you do mitzvot, you're creating a palace. It's so important to be constantly aware of the world to come. The world to come must be the chief ingredient. That's the chief ingredient. All our lives, all our efforts directed towards the achievement of success in the world to come. That means you have to build your own palace. Everybody is here. He's got to build his own palace. And by the way, when I would give the marriage class, you know, sometimes the guy's getting married, right? This is what I would say. You can ask anybody who I gave the marriage class. Before they get married, about a week and a half, 2 weeks before they get married, they come to me, I give just hashkafa class, and I told them. This is what I usually say. This is one of the things I say. I say to the wife and I say to the husband, look, at the end of the day, you're going to be husband and wife. You're together as partners forever in this world and forever in the next world, right? That's what I tell them. It's the truth. This world and the next world. What is part of that partnership is the husband's learning of the Torah. It's her husband's learning of their partnership, and she's going to get rewarded when he's learning. And why do I tell that? Because sometimes a wife, she has to understand how powerful she is towards the husband. If she would just give a convincing, go learn, go this, go that, it will make such a difference in the husband's learning itself. How do I know? I've been learning with somebody, and this somebody that I've been learning with the last 2 weeks, he tells me, I'm motivated to learn more and more. So why? He said, because every time I come back from learning, my wife gives me a compliment. She says, wow, I see the Kiddusha on your face. It's amazing. Wow. Or she does extra dinner or something that he likes. He says, you don't understand what's going on. Why? It's the encouragement of the lady. It's the encouragement of the wife. You ever hear of a statement saying, behind every great man, there's a greater lady? You ever hear that? Huh? You ever hear that, Daddy, or no? Huh? You ever hear that? Because you have to understand, you're a partnership. You're a team. You're together as one. And every single person out there in the world has to understand he's building an edifice. He's building an empire. You're building your own Gan Eden, by the way. It's your own Gan Eden. How do you want it to be? That's the way it's going to look like. That's it. And it's you're in charge. Hashem says, here you go. Here's the tools I gave you. Do what you can do. Build whatever you can build. Be successful what you can be successful in. Here you go. And it's your job in this world to do the best that you can be. There's a famous Rambam. Rambam says everybody can be like Moshe Rabbeinu. First of all, how could that be? Lo kam kenavi, right? Like Moshe. There's no Navi like Moshe Rabbeinu. What's going on? So the answer is very simple. The answer is that Moshe Rabbeinu, you're not going to be Moshe Rabbeinu. But what does Rambam mean? He means that if you use all the kochot, all the strengths that Hashem gave you, so you maxed out yourself. So Moshe Rabbeinu had qualities, and he worked on himself, and he used all his kochot, and he became what he became. If you use all your kochot that Hashem gave you, then what? Then you maxed out yourself. Just like the kochot Moshe Rabbeinu got, he maxed out all his kochot, so to you max out all your kochot. And that's our job in life. Our job in life is to work as hard as we can with our kochot, with our strengths that Hashem gave us to serve Hashem. Everybody has his strengths. My strength is not your strength is not my strength, and nobody's strength is the same strength. But if you use what God gave you to serve Him the best that you can bet, and you use with your utmost ability, rest assured that your Eden will be maxed. You'll build an edifice. You'll build a palace. That palace will be eternal. This world is 120 years. The next world is eternity. You have a guy sitting here right in front of me. What did he do? He said, Rabbi, I need to build my eternity. You know what he ended up doing? He says, he started learning a whole half a day. He's like, what's going to be with my Gan Eden? What's going to be? You're right. He has to take care of other things as well. But he says, this is what it is. This is what I have to do. And in that, Baruch Hashem, in that other time, he's telling me, sitting right here, he's telling me the parnasah is coming out this way, that way. Can't imagine, Rabbi. But a person has to understand, you have to use your kochot that God gave you, channel it to the best of your ability towards serving Hashem, and that you'll build the greatest edifice that you can. After 120 years, it'll be built.